thanks for taking the time. Another successful weekend for Air Force Wrestling, although probably not as successful as you wanted it to be. Very close match and a tough loss to West Virginia before defeating American.
Yeah, West Virginia is a very, very good team. They're top 25 team in the country. Got a handful of national ranked guys in their lineup. It's a traditional Big 12 team, a Power 5 program, and we were right there. We were right there, 20 to 18. 3 to 4 matches. That came right down to the wire, the last seconds, the last point scored in the match, and it was definitely a heartbreaker for us. I think. Walking out of there, you're like, you felt great about the effort that we put ourselves in that position to be able to beat that team, and we wrestled really, really well to have that opportunity. But you're still looking back, and you're looking through like, man, a point here, a point there, and we could have done something our programs hasn't done yet. Knock off a Power 5 team, a traditional Big 12 team in our conference. So it's we always say it all the time, no moral victories, right? Like, our job is to produce results. But I was proud of the effort of our team, and standout performer in that dual meet was Cal Sun. Cal Sun got his first ranked win of the season, beating a national ranked guy, and that puts us at 9. 9 of our 10 starters beat nationally ranked guys this year, and it's just amazing, and the consistency and the high level we're wrestling at as a team. So, yeah, definitely just a really a difficult one to walk away from, knowing that you had an opportunity. But, again, always proud of our guys and their effort and the way they compete, and it wasn't from a lack of effort and a lack of trying to execute in the positions that we're trying to be great in.
But then you also bounce back. I mean, that's something to be said about your team. I mean, you could have gone into American and just flopped on the map, but you didn't do that. You come back with a big win there.
Well, this team's been very consistent, and I think that's the thing is, like, it's been really easy. Like, there's no big pre-match speeches. It's like, hey, go out and do what we do, execute in our areas, enjoy it, wrestle for each other. And I think that part of it has been something like try and be better this dual meet than the next, right? And we had growth between West Virginia and American, which is how do you do that in 2 days, right? But we do. We had guys working on their areas that they felt like they wanted to be better, before the American duel the day before that. So this team's a special team that way. They really do a great job. But it was a good trip. We packed a lot into it. We were able to go to Arlington National Cemetery. We went over to D.C. and honor some of our fallen grads and some other fallen members of the armed forces that were wrestlers. So I think that's important for us. I think that's important for our guys to understand, like, the kind of the reality of, like, what we do is bigger than just wrestling. And the other thing too is celebrate and remember those guys that have gone before us and paid the ultimate sacrifice, and carry on their warrior spirit and their pursuit of excellence in what we do in our program. So I thought that was a powerful experience for our team. Pretty cool, to be able to go do that, and just really glad that we can continue to celebrate and remember and honor those that have come before us, that provide the opportunity for us to do what we love to do.
I know you also had a good get-together out there in D.C. and even some community service. I mean, what didn't you do this weekend, Sam?
This weekend Air Force Wrestling was amazing. Like, every single member of our 38-man roster was doing something that was growing the program. We had a great group of guys go over and do some community service and do some refereeing in a youth wrestling tournament at Cheyenne Mountain here locally. They did a great job. They executed that on Saturday. We had 15 guys go up to Golden and wrestle Sunday and get matches and grow and develop, and they did a great job competing and growing and developing their craft. We had some amazing outreach and alumni opportunities. We had a joint social, American, the athletic director at American, General Billy Walker, one of our grads, just one of the exemplars in our program, is the athletic director at American. He offered a joint social. We had American fans and Air Force fans. Coach Brelly and I were able to address the fans and talk about our programs, and it was just a really neat thing to do something like that, to get people together. And we just had great alumni support there. And then we had the Air Force Academy Foundation put together a Harmon dinner, and we were also able to share the message of Air Force Wrestling with a great group of people, and a shout out to one of our grads, Alex Granados, and his restaurant in Perfecto in D.C. for hosting that event and letting us talk about the great things going on here in the athletic program, our stadium, and the Madeira Cyber Center, and Air Force Wrestling and the Wayne Bachman Endowment, with Coach Bachman's passing coming up a year. It's been, on the 16th of February. So it was an action-packed slam weekend, and capped it off with a great win over American.
Fantastic. And now it just keeps rolling. Wrestling season does. The final duel of the year, Big 12 rival up the road here in Northern Colorado in Greeley.
Yep, we'll see you Friday there. Sunday, I'm sorry, one more. And we got a youth tournament here too. So if you got a young wrestler that wants to come out and wrestle at the Air Force Academy Youth Tournament on Saturday, bring them out to experience that. Our guys will be working that. The Burb will be there. It's a great event. It's a peak-to-peak event, so they do a great job partnering with us. And yeah, we'll wrestle and we'll go up to the Colorado State Tournament. And we got some great wrestling to watch there. And we're going to cheer on even some of our Air Force Academy staff members. Colonel Block's son Court's in the state tournament, and Bart Horton's son Max Horton's up there, and I think even Buck Blackwood might have a boy wrestling up there. So Air Force Academy's represented well at the Colorado State Tournament this week, and we'll be excited to be there watching those guys supporting them as well.
Should be fun. Plenty going on. Sam Barber, thanks for the time. Good luck against the Bears.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.